Dun, 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 dun. A very special extravaganza. Dun, 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 dun. People, know y'all been waiting for this. Either you ready to get real happy or ready to get real mad right now. We're going to this super movie review extravaganza.
Look, up in the sky.
Yeah.
Bird.
Look right here. My new perm. All right, as my man over here says, I look like, what'd you say?
Morris Day.
I look like Morris Day. Yes. Well. Yeah, people, if y'all ain't watching, y'all missing it right here. Y'all missing Super Corey right now. I tell y'all, I'm looking so forward to this review of Batman versus Superman. I went and got my hair did. Got some new clothes.
One of those James Brown perms.
Yeah, one of them James Brown perms. Hey!
He's still using lie. I don't understand why.
Oh, you can just go buy some rubber and put on your head like I did. Y'all gonna see me through the whole show trying to hold my sideburns down.
Just leave it in place, Devo. It'll be fine.
No, wait a minute. What's that black thing? What did you get in here, man? Where's Martin? Who are you? I'm Black Man.
I'm Pat Martin.
Damn, man. You look like Mojo a little bit to me here, son, right there. Look at that dog. It's some pointy-ass ears, man. You might want to scoot back a little bit, Corey. You might get your eyes poked out.
It's a hazard. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Shit, I kind of want to beat your ass right now. You know, got my Superman going on. You come in here. That's a cool-ass Batman cowl right there,
like
man.
that, right?
I do like it. You look like LeVar Burton as Batman.
You put on the Jordan LaForge glass?
Yeah.
Hey, man, pick one.
I fight crime, but you don't have to take my word for it.
Swear to me.
I'm not saying that this is going to be a bad review. I'm not saying it's going to be a good review. All I'm going to say is that we're going to come in and we're going to do our job.
Yeah, we're going to be honest.
And we're going to be very honest and fair.
And if I go missing, Martin has gloves on. So
Yeah.
look, these OJ gloves he just slid on.
Exactly.
What, they don't even, I don't like those gloves. They're ugly. Look, they don't even fit.
You got that shit at Walmart, man. I used to wait on my school bus with those gloves on right there. Nice though, Martin. Nice though. I like your outfit, man. I like that.
I like yours
that.
too.
Thank you, sir. You a damn lie. But let's go ahead. Now, y'all remember Man of Steel? Superman came down to Earth and fucked up everything.
Yeah, tore the shit up.
Tore that shit up. Fighting one dude, tore up all of Metropolis, and then when he was done killing thousands of people, just sat in the middle of the town square and said, Lois, come here, baby, give me a kiss. Everybody said, what the fuck is going on with him, man? And people tried to argue, you got to forgive him. He's an alien, man.
Yeah, it's his first time as Superman. He doesn't have a lot of experience.
Yeah, he does. You motherfucker been here 30 years.
Right.
And you don't know yet, but that's all right, because Batman looked at that shit and said, hey, wait a minute. You can fuck up Metropolis like that, but you ain't going to bring that shit to Gotham. And I'm going to stop you right there before you get here. So being that we have Superman who's an alien and people still aren't sure about him, he's in political Senate hearings right now. People are loving him as a god. People are hating him as a threat. Batman says, don't y'all worry about it. I'm going to come in and just exterminate the son of a bitch. And we're going to call it dang on about our lives. But hey, you know, Superman, he ain't got them powers for no reason. He said, I'd be goddamn if I let a bat come up and whoop my ass. You can see it's two powerful entities going at it. Mano a mano. Clash of the Titans. The fight of the century.
All right, Lex Luthor.
All right.
Or Don King.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm trying to sell tickets for this shit, man. Now, let me just say this about the movie right here. Because I know y'all are anticipating to see, well, how they're going to start. They're going to start out bad. They're going to start out good. I like to be positive. And I'm going to see if that positivity can carry on through the whole review right here. I'm going to tell you right now that this right here, this is we already said it. Y'all saw Batman fighting in this. Y'all saw how people were saying, man, this is the moves I've been waiting for Batman to do. This is the clearest bat fighting that I've ever seen. This is the brutality of the Batman that I want to see. God damn. This is, God damn, knocked his head through the to the bottom floor.
That was one of the best moments when he made that dude stand on his neck.
Yeah, that dude's upside down looking at people eating dinner and shit. Hey, how y'all doing?
I don't kill people, but I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
I don't know how breakdancers do this.
I don't kill people, but I'll make sure you won't fucking walk again.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That whole, like, yeah, if your Batman is the Batman who has a no-kill policy, this ain't your Batman.
No. Here's the thing about this Batman, and I'm going to tell you something. This right here is the best fucking Batman that I have ever seen on the screen. I love Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck not only captures Batman, but here's the thing about Batman. See, a lot of people have done a good balance on one or the other. Christopher Nolan realized how important it is to get Bruce Wayne right, Batman's alter ego. He made a whole movie about it. Batman Begins. About how this is a whole movie before he even became the Batman. Near the end of the movie, that's when he put on that bat suit and everything. But we got
about halfway.
Well, right, halfway through. Some people are like, no, I wasn't even soon enough right there. I want to see Batman. But some people said, no, Bruce Wayne is important. However, while he did capture a very good origin story, that Batman, whether you love him or you hate him or you're not sure about him, he was still upstaged by a lot of people, including the villains in there. Especially when we got to Dark Knight. It was a Joker's movie. It's really hard to be Batman because Batman is upstaged by everybody. But I can say right now, I'm looking at this, and being that we finally have an actor that can come in and get Bruce Wayne right, I think that that's what makes this the best Batman that we have seen. Ben Affleck is a great Bruce Wayne, a great Bruce Wayne. The reason why I'm saying that is because the writers here, which are David S. Goyer and what's his name, Chris Terry. Chris Terry, they realize that there's still a man in Batman. Because this Batman right here, y'all know how Batman used to, like, when he's Bruce Wayne, he's still going around, man, my parents died, shit, I ain't, you know.
Be the playboy.
Still mad about that shit. You know, like, women trying to fuck him, like, I'm thinking about my mom right now, man. I can, you know.
Well, this is an older Bruce Wayne who's had a chance to get past all that.
Oh, you know what? And that's why this is great. That's why it's been great to have this version of an older Batman. This Bruce Wayne. This Bruce Wayne don't give a fuck about. I mean, listen. He's like, when I got that mask on, when I'm Batman, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be depressed and I'm emo and shit. But when I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm gonna drink. And somebody at this party gonna get fucked. Like, he don't mind fucking around. You see he had a chick in his bed in one scene?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they didn't even acknowledge that chick. You know?
Right.
It was almost like they said, man, she gonna be gone about an hour. Fuck her, you know.
Alfred, clean this up.
Yeah. Alfred, get this bitch out of my room, man.
Yeah, yes, sir, Master Wayne.
Yeah. Dump her ass in the alley somewhere. Where am I? No, I love this, man. I love also, and I know I'm talking a lot about Batman, but I love that you're kind of rediscovering Batman. You begin to see how Batman works. You begin to see how more of his gadgets. Like, I love the angle that they took with him having his voice modulated.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It made more sense that they're trying to do this.
Yeah, you know, instead of having, you know,
The back of they have it.
bronchitis and shit. You know,
Murder me.
I'm sorry, what? I'll do whatever you said. I just can't understand you.
I know. That's why villains lost half the time. Like, stop. Be like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck it. Oh, shit. But I love the pace of the movie. I love how it begins. And then some people are saying, man, it took way too long for them to get into a fight. And so I'm sitting up here thinking that, you know what? I knew there were going to be people like this. People who are going to come in and be like, you know what, man? Let's just hurry up and get to the fighting. When we going to do that? It's called Batman versus Superman. You know, sit your impatient ass down. I love the first half of this movie, the first hour of it. I thought that the first hour of this movie, we watch these superhero movies and people are saying, why do we keep watching superhero movies over and over again? Because we see different versions of them. This right here made me feel like these heroes are the most realistic than I've ever seen them.
Mm-hmm. They actually showed like the omnipresence of Superman. Like I could be anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. Hey, look at the news. Oh, I'll be there in like 3 seconds. Like I like what they did with Superman in that aspect of the beginning of this movie.
But you know, when you say that, I also like that they showed that Superman cannot be everywhere at one time.
True.
Like they show him getting there and he's like, oh, fuck. Everybody's already dead. Like, am I late? And it's like, well, you saw the goddamn bodies on the floor. I love that they showed that Superman cannot be everywhere at one time. And also with these heroes in the world, that the world is still a messed up place. With the political aspect of it, the hearings that are happening, the morality that's at play here, it made me really did feel like this is a realistic world with realistic heroes in there, and I admire that. I will also tell you that this is, as far as a comic book movie goes, say what you will about Zack Snyder, but Zack Snyder knows how to go in and frame a film to where it captures the framing of a comic book. I look at this and I say, you know what? Him and his crew, they're meticulous. They are meticulous about trying to go in and make sure they frame things to get the best feeling of a comic book. That attention to detail is amazing right there. And I feel bad for talking about Zack Snyder as sometimes about being a visual director, but when it was put in the right place, it's like watching a comic book come to life. There's a lot of good attempts in this film right here, a lot of good things that were paid attention to, a lot of details that they got right. Can I ask y'all another question?
Sure.
Is that good enough positive stuff right there?
Oh, the score. The score. I really like the score.
I like the score too. They even brought back some of Man of Steel.
I like the score for the first half of the movie.
Yeah, up until Wonder Woman shows up.
Yeah,
I like the score for the first half of the movie. I certainly agree with you. It's funny how before this movie began, people bitched about Ben Affleck being cast as Batman, and I kept saying, you guys need to settle down because Ben Affleck is better. He's too good for this movie. You should be happy to have him.
Yeah.
And he is the best thing going here. His Bruce Wayne and the handling of Batman. Well, him and Jeremy Irons. For that first hour, every time it was on them, I thought it worked well. I was digging it. And while I didn't love the first hour, I wasn't itching like, man, when are they gonna fight? I was like, hey, you got to build this and let it unfold and happen. And all the Batman stuff was good.
Yeah. Now, see, people, we can say good things about Batman versus Superman. Said a lot of good things. Did a whole 10 minutes of good stuff right there. Now, let's talk about the bullshit. Now,
Here's the other shoot.
Now, here comes our next hour of our show.
Let me tell y'all something, man.
If I was to sum this movie up in one word, it would be the word random. This shit just happens. It just seems random. So much of what happens.
See,
just no explanation.
I don't seem random to me because I can just pinpoint really bad shit in this movie. Let me start out with number one right here. Now, we're talking about some of the casting in here. There's a lot of good casting in here. Ben Affleck is the best one, but your boy, your boy, Mike, what's his name?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. Let me tell y'all something. I sat back. And y'all can't jump on me about this. Y'all can't jump my shit about this. I defended this man.
You did.
I said, look at him. I said, look, he looks like a skinhead. Scares the shit out of me.
And I told you, no, he's going to be awful.
No, and even I told you, I said, Martin, I said, he looks scary. He looks cold. He looks calculating like the businessman that Lex Luthor is. And I said, you know what? People just kept saying, no, Corey, I don't see it. I don't see it. I went and I pulled examples for you. Back in the day, I said, man, go and look at The Social Network. That's like a junior Lex Luthor right there.
You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount. The rest of my attention is back at the offices of Facebook, where my colleagues and I are doing things that no one in this room, including and especially your clients, are intellectually or creatively capable of doing.
He captures that asshole-ish menacing side of Lex Luthor. And I said he could do this.
He is so much scarier right there
Yes.
than he ever is in Batman versus Superman.
And
Dawn of Justice.
now you know what the thing is, they are written. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can argue with me about this all you want to, but we don't need two Jokers in one movie.
No.
This fool plays this shit. He's twitching and ticking through the whole thing. Got these nervous little giggles. I know something you don't. And it's like, are you the fucking Joker? You Lex Luthor, man. I'm looking at this. Jesse Eisenberg is not acting. I know he's a
called
good
him Michael Cera.
I started calling Michael Cera. I should
Scott Pilgrim was not good in this movie.
Man, y'all can't blame me to look at him. Look at him. He kind of looks like Michael Cera. I believe somebody cloned those two and somebody dropped one of the tubes, and that's how you got him. Man, this dude right here, he's a good actor. We know that. I'm not talking shit against you, Jesse, okay? I'm not talking about you. But you ain't acting in this. Your performance is a set of mannerisms and gestures to do this character, and it's all one note. He does not deviate from this one thing that he's doing right here.
And now, you will fly to him, and you will battle him to the death. Black and blue. Fight night. The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night. Son of Krypton.
You hear that shit? Like they're doing their best to make him scary. And they and
Slowing up that music.
And with
No,
Superman, I'm
don't
like,
do that.
why are you letting him stand there and monologue?
Yeah.
Bat of Gotham.
I even like the way Superman looking at him. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? He plays this shit like he's a tweaking meth addict or something. Superman, he will fight for me.
He could have been a really good Riddler if they reined it in right, but him being Lex Luthor was so miscast.
I will say one thing about the movie. Zack Snyder, for my complaints that I might have about him, he knows how to direct scenes where they end in a good way. They end on an appropriate piece of dialogue or a piece of action.
For real, man?
No.
Because the editing on this was shit.
No, see, what I'm saying is, like, he knew how to end the scene, but it was so, when you saying it's random, or it doesn't make sense, it would always cut to another random part of the story.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's because okay, so you can watch this online. It's Matt Stone and Trey Parker, and they're talking to some students about what's the structure of good storytelling, bad storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
And good storytelling is when you said this happens, which makes this happens, and because this happens, this happens, and because this happens, this happens. Bad storytelling is where you just say like this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and that's what this entire movie is. Like it's all these scenes, and like there might be something good in it, but it doesn't connect to the next thing, and nothing connects to anything. It's just a bunch of random shit that happens.
See, for me, when you say it's random, it all hinges back to everything revolves around Lex Luthor. The reason why Superman and Batman are fighting is because of some stupid ass plot he has.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Everything everything that's put into motion is because of some stupid ass plan that he has. Some silly shit that goes on with him, and every time we cut to another scene, every other scene, it's going back to Jesse Eisenberg doing that fucking one note giggling act of his and that silly ass whatever plan he had going on for everybody. And you know, and Martin is right. This is a random fucking film, man. It is so random because you know when you look at it, you say, all right, you know something? A lot of movies do that as long as it can be random as long as we get to where we need to go. But the thing that slows it down also, besides, if we could probably overlook that, if it's time to admit, people, let's just stop the bullshit here. I know y'all wanted to defend Henry Cavill and Man of Steel. I know y'all wanted to defend Superman.
It's done.
Superman's a fucking dull dude, man.
Dude, it's not Superman. It's what you do. You have people who don't know and don't like Superman. It's the way they treat him. And Henry Cavill is a shit actor. He's a wooden piece of I don't know, wooden piece of wood, what he is. And the thing is, okay, because you think about that, Superman's dull, but everybody loved Christopher Reeve, and you know why? Because he put a personality into Superman.
Yeah, but not him.
Not this guy. No,
You know what?
whatsoever.
You know what Henry Cavill is in this movie? Both as Superman and Lex Luthor.
and Clark Kent.
And Clark Kent. He's chicks. You can relate to this. He's that handsome dude that you see at the coffee shop, sitting back wearing a nice tight shirt, reading a book. And you're like, oh, I want to talk to this dude. And you go on a date with him. He's the most boring motherfucker
Right.
you've ever met.
Exactly.
He's
not even so boring that he just talks about himself. He just doesn't talk about anything.
And that's as Clark Kent. Now you can say, well, Clark Kent, well, he's got to be boring so he can hide his secret identity. But even as Superman, through the whole movie, ain't nothing charismatic about Superman. Ain't nothing heroic about Superman. He spends the whole fucking movie looking like he's about to cry.
He's emo or he's an asshole. This is only two modes he's got.
Oh, he's mad.
When he tries to act, was the scene of the bathtub scene.
Yeah.
You're like, what's happening here?
Yeah, when he was with Amy Adams.
Yeah.
The moment that we're even supposed to see some tenderness, he's getting that bathtub with no expression on his face and moving.
It looks like an android about to kill
I know. I
somebody.
expect her to reach around and take his arm.
Yeah. I was like, Lord, you better get out that bathtub, but this man, he about to kill you.
And that's the thing too. You bring up Amy Adams. Like when we see Lois Lane and Superman, or Lois Lane and Clark Kent together, there's supposed to be something palpable there. Like we're
Right.
supposed to feel like we love these characters. We want to see them be happy. It gets to the point where there is some dialogue in this movie near the end where I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
I know. It's like you got to be playing this for a joke.
Yeah, man.
Did you guys notice how in this entire 2.5, 3 hour movie, nobody smiles?
No.
Nobody
Well,
smiles.
no, I would change that because I will say that during that first half, there are two things that I really like about this movie. I can't say nobody smiles. I can't say anybody emotes. I mean, Clark Kent, yeah, that non-emoting motherfucker, yeah, it's easy to get lost on him and blame everybody else for his poor performance. But there are two things that happen. Going back to the first hour of the film, one of the reasons why I really like that is because you had moments where they went back to human beings who acted like human beings. That's one of the few times that you actually felt like people were using emotions. Like when Amy Adams was interacting with Perry White,
Okay, Perry
Lawrence
White.
Fishburne.
Lawrence
Those two,
Fishburne,
and
yeah.
they were very short scenes, but those two felt like real people.
Flight to DC tonight, couple of days there. Go.
Coach, no extra legroom.
Economy plus.
Get the fuck out! But those two, they're small scenes, but they feel genuine, like real people. That's one of the things that makes the movie feel like it's grounded. I will say the other thing here. I can't say nobody did anything in this movie. Nobody acted, because every time it was almost it was sad to see, because every time Ben Affleck had to do a scene with Henry Cavill, he just acted that motherfucker to the ground. It was
because the whole time he just Superman.
Yeah, he would just look, and that's how you know. The reason why you root for Batman is because Superman's so fucking boring. And when you watch scenes where it's like, especially when it's Bruce Wayne confronting Clark Kent, it's easy to see who's the better actor right there, easily.
Daily Planet. Wait, do I own this one? Or is that the other guy?
Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city.
Emote, goddammit!
Maybe it's the Gotham City in me, and we just have a bad history with freaks dressed like clowns.
You know what? I don't even think Ben Affleck is acting. I think he's just looking at him like, boy, you know you ain't better than
There
me.
was so many moments he's like, man, y'all believe in this shit? Hey, I'm like, man, come on, dude.
He looking at him like, what's it, Dan? This is too easy right here. Let me get into something right here, because a lot of people saying, well, goddamn, how about the fight? Is that at least good? That's what everybody's coming to see anyway. I'm going to say, I don't know what y'all feel about it, but it goes back to what I was saying. It makes things feel like a living comic book. At least Zack Snyder can frame things well, and his action is amazing. Except for that shit there.
That was a mess.
Because when Doomsday shows up,
Movie's over.
by the time Doomsday shows up, that's when Zack Snyder really loses his fucking mind. That's when he just takes a match and just throws it into a fireworks factory and this shit, because you're just watching explosions. It's nothing but explosion after explosion. It's almost like you had a 4th of July picnic or something. I respect the fighting in here. The fighting in here, whoever's coming to see the fighting, it's going to be a dream come true for some people. All that time that you wanted to see Batman and Superman fight each other, you're living your dream out right here. I'm like, God damn. I should have thought this shit through. There's a lot of moments in the movie like Superman's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
By the way, we called some of this.
You know what? Probably the saddest thing to me about this movie is that everything in it I called. From the trailers I saw, I watched this movie and I wanted to be surprised. Even with my negative predictions, I was like, well, I hope I'm wrong. And I sat there watching this. Everything I predicted came true, just like I said. And even from the very beginning, when they announced Batman versus Superman, I was like, why? You still need to get just a solid Superman movie. You already did the origin. Now we need a solid movie to show Superman, just him. And one of the big problems is that the focus is too split on so many things. So Superman never gets that moment to shine where we know who he is.
I don't hate the movie. I actually like a lot of things. I love the first half of it. At first, I thought I was going to like this more than anything Marvel had ever done. I was like, oh, shit, Marvel going to have to do some catching up now.
Now, how do you feel?
Brother, let me tell you something. This is, y'all can call me a Marvel bitch all you want to. I don't care. Y'all can get mad at me. I'm going to tell you right now. The other part of the movie that's bad right here, if you can't agree with anything else, I dare somebody who's a big fan of this film not to walk out of it and say it's too long. The last thing I expect anybody to defend here is the length of this movie. There are dream sequences in this film where
it just suddenly turns into Batman Mad Max out of nowhere.
And I know why. I've read why they're doing this, but you don't need them. You're trying to drop hints Avengers style. It didn't even work for the last Avengers movie, so why are y'all fucking doing it? The movie doesn't need to be 2.5 hours. They can cut these dream sequences out, and you would still have a tighter movie with nothing spoiled for whatever they have planned next.
What is only 16 dream sequences in this thing?
That's not we're not overestimating.
You would have
real.
a 2-hour movie if you took the dream sequences out. You'd have an hour and a half. You took all the other dumb shit out. So I'm as much as I liked a lot of things that I saw in this film, I'm giving this a high rental. And I think I'm justified in what I did right there. I know some people going crazy right now, but what can I tell you? Some of y'all ain't even seen this shit yet, and y'all getting mad.
So everything in this movie, after that first hour, just basically flipped on its head. The dialogue went horrible. The CGI in this is terrible. It was on par with the backgrounds for 300. A lot of stuff was you could tell was extreme use of green screen. And with that, man, I'm gonna give this a rental.
Okay.
It's only because of Ben Affleck that saves it from being some old bullshit. I give it a low rental.
Give it a low. Yeah. Well, that's funny. I guess I got the best rating out of this because I give it a high rental. I know y'all fanboys are mad. Y'all like they look like a scene from the movie. Look at this. They're like, oh, Superman, I love it. Wow, did you see that woman over there?
The chick that's like in the middle in the upper right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This woman who's like,
she's like, ah,
like this
like,
this woman right here who's actually masturbating in the middle of the crowd right there. You see?
Yep.
Oh, Superman. Oh.
Well, I like how Superman is turning like, you better get your goddamn hands off.
he was kind of racist right there. He's thinking these Mexicans off me right there.
Superman on Trump.
Yeah,
I know I'm an illegal alien too.